What is up, good people? FH Nimble back with another video. Yo, let's get into it, man. I don't want to spiel about I haven't had time to play much, and I actually haven't. I haven't had too much time, but here's my progress. Just gonna go through some progress. I'll add a few tips, you know, sprinkle them in nice and thoroughly throughout the video, you know what I mean? So stay tuned if you want to hear some tips every now and again. So yeah, man, I'm here at the moment. Real talk between you, me, and the hundreds of people who are probably gonna watch this, or like the 50 who might watch this. Like, anyway, between us, I haven't been doing any story, nothing. Listen, so what I did was like, listen, I got to 714. Real talk, let's be real here. I got to 714. Yeah, my only goal was just to beat up to 714. Where is that? Where is it? Right there. My only goal was to beat up to 714. What I'm gonna do is, on the next video that I'm gonna be posting, is I'm just gonna go through every single one of the boss stages that I did in 3-star. I might just go through all the boss stages in general, just to record all of those, and then kind of just post a video of just all the boss stages, you know what I mean? But essentially that's just so I can get them all 3 stars, because there's a couple of boss stages throughout, you know, that I didn't quite 3-star because at the time they were like kind of difficult, but you know, I've powered up a little bit, got a little bit of power, so you know, we're gonna go back and just whoop them now. So what we have here, if we can just go through this real quick, let's look at what we're working with, you know what I mean? I don't like summoning videos. I know people do like summoning videos, so like they want to see the summoning videos. The problem is all the summons I'm doing, they're from all the free summons. I'm still free to play, so I haven't crossed the threshold yet. When I do, I will let you guys know before I do that. One of my main things is I like to actually play the game out. I like to play it out. It's free to play until I get to a point where I'm like, you know what? Yeah, there we go. You getting my support. You know what I mean? So let's look at what we're working with. I like to do it via, you know, attributes here. So when we're looking at the attributes, let's do it via rating. No. Let's do attributes and then, is that rating? Yeah, that's cool. We'll do attributes and then by rating, whatever the case may be. So here's what we're looking at. All right, this is my Thunder team. This is definitely my best role in the game. So my best role in terms of like the teams, like Thunder team just has to be my main team, just because I have the best roles on the Thunder team, right? The team is basically built for me. We have Maya, who's essentially what I consider execute damage. She doesn't execute per se, but the way her passive works is that she needs to kill the target and then she gets a stack, and then for every stack that she has, she unleashes additional 1 single attacks to random enemies to whoever. If there's only one target, that addition, it stacks up to 5. So if there's only one target and she has 5 stacks, she'll hit her ultimate, hit them once, and then hit them 5 times with additional bolts, which increase. At the moment I have it at, what do I have it at the moment? I have it at 60% at the moment, 60% of her attack. I'm about to go get it to 80% just now. Because if you haven't noticed, I use a lot of my stamina on random things because I don't do this. I'm not doing the story anymore. I will finish the story. Let's be clear. I'll probably have finished the chapter 8 by the end of the week sometime. I just don't want to right now, you know what I mean? And one of the reasons is that I like the story, right? And I'm enjoying just reading through it. I'm doing it in catch-up mode, so I just want to catch up first and then go through chapter 8 nice and slowly, you know, or I'll just pass through it and then read at the end. Listen, that's just me. Don't worry about that. So I'm running this team. I have Shrots. Shrots is effectively, oh man, Shrots, I got him now. I don't have the resources to actually put into him or anything like that, but I'm gonna work on him. So you'll see, I'm gonna work on him. I'm gonna ascend him. I'm gonna level him up, all of that stuff. We'll get to it. Shrots is like a cleave. He'll cleave off the top. While the enemy has high HP, he'll do more damage. The lower the enemy's HP goes, he does less and less damage. Once you open up his breakthrough, just 1 copy of it, once you get 1 copy of him, you get an execute below 10% HP for non-boss mobs. crazy. So yes, his damage is decreasing over time as the enemies lose HP, because it does current HP damage. But at the end of the day, when you have enemies that are at about 10% or so, one shot and then he'll just sort of execute them. Ideally, you want to do that after Maya has all 5 stacks. That's particularly on my team, because I want all 5 stacks first, and then you can start executing low HP minions if you want to. It's all good. Yeah, then everything else is standard. Then on the fire team is probably my second best team. Let me just get rid of the thunder. So here's the fire team. I haven't done anything yet. Real talk, like I've been clearing most of the stages with my thunder team, purely for the sake that I don't want to diversify too much. I had some points in Faust, I had some points in the AC, that was earlier on, and then I got some other units for the thunder side, so I decided to focus a little bit more on that, which is great. But on my fire side, I'm excited about this, you know what I mean? I do like what I picked here, what I got. So we have Victoria. Oh, definitely Bay right there, dude. So Victoria, I'm gonna be going all out on her. Not now, but I will 100%. Like don't underestimate her. Like, if you're using Victoria and you think she's bad and you don't know how to actually, just wait till I use Victoria and I do some showcases. Like, just wait. Nails is just another one, man. Nails. I actually wish I could get one more copy of Victoria, because I only got one. Where is it? Yeah, so I only have the one that I got. If I can get another one, right, so I can just increase the damage to HP conversion factor by 10. Not gonna make the hugest difference early on, but it should make a huge difference eventually. But we'll see. Maybe she gets a banner, who knows. Yeah, so anyway, that's what we're looking at. Obviously the Barber is good, the Maggie is good, the Faust is amazing. The Faust and the Maggie are both the tile converters, the 5-round and the 2-round, solid. The Barber, the support AoE, solid. AC tile conversion, 3 rounds. I think I have all the tile converters for the fire team, the main ones anyway, so solid. And then we want to say water. Water's probably, I pulled Felici. I haven't, again, free to play, not top up, so I pulled Felici, a copy of Felici, so I have her. Pulled her recently, so I haven't had time to do anything. Clicking I've had for a while, honestly. This man is good. You know what, the thing is, the water team, I have good units. I just need Hydrad. Like, just give me Hydrad. Just give me Hydrad. You know, give me Hydrad. If I can get Hydrad, the water team, mono water team is just, it's just sit. Because the thing is, Connolly is a 5-round cooldown, and for her to actually do damage and kind of get in there, dude, she needs that 5 stacks. It's hard for her to get 5 stacks when she's not the captain, and when you can't attack twice, it becomes even harder, and when she's not on a mono team, it becomes even harder than that. However, if I can put her in a mono team, and then on top of that try to extend the amount of combos that they can do, she'll get her stacks faster, ensuring that I can get 5 stacks more often, which is great, because Connolly is one of those big damagers as well, who I have some points invested in. So I have her up to 5 as well. So she increases by 10%. I want to get it to that 6, so I'm trying to get the 15%, just because it's the second highest one, right? Because after that it's just 20%, and I'm not gonna get 20% now. I just want to get to 15%, because that's above average in terms of investment, and I'll leave her at above average investment for a little while I do other things. Yeah, so definitely, obviously want another copy of her. Literally, if I can just get another copy of her, then I just can get the active skill, reduce cooldown by 1 round. That is great. That is gonna help out a lot. And also having Hydrad in there, so I can do 2 combos. That means by the time it's reduced by 1 round and I can fire it off, it's still at 4 stacks, which is why I want Hydrad again. Anyway, the only one of note here we can talk about is Connolly. Felicia's obviously good. I spoke about her. She's good. She's just solid. Clicking is just solid. Corex is just solid. All of these units are just solid right now, man. There's no complaints there. And then we have forest. Yeah. Then we have forest. My forest is lacking, bro. Like, my forest is sad. It's just sad. Sad days, man. Sad days. Silver's doing great though. Silver's just, he's doing great. How many copies do I have of him? I have 2 copies of Silver. Silver's just doing great, man. I wish I can just max. If I can just max this dude out and get that preemptive, I'm gonna definitely. I'm not gonna actually press the breakthrough until I have all 4, so I can actually go all the way. And not stupid, you know what I mean? Like, Silver is one of those units you could use cross, like whether or not he's on a mono team or not. Listen, dude, you can just use this guy whenever. So yeah, Uria is solid, but I mean, she's solid only for the sense if I had green units, man. It's just sad in here, man. It's sad. It's so sad. Let's get out of here, man, before I start shedding tears. All right, I know I'm sitting on 116 stamina. It's not efficient. Stamina is not, man. Prisms, not stamina, but prisms. I get it. I know. I just logged back in. Had a long day. Yeah. So anyway, let's do this. What are we looking at? Yeah. I just want to advise before we go into too many things, yeah. When you're in the Colossus, you may have noticed every now and again you get visitors. Alright, so one of these guys will visit you and they say hi, how you doing, and then they have some yellow book on top of them. You skip that. I know you do. I mean, don't pretend you don't, unless don't pretend you don't. If you do skip it, just understand something quickly. Just a quick tip. If you go under, is it CG? No, it's not CG file. What am I saying? Under personnel intel, as long as you've met that random encounter, it's not really random, but it's a random encounter for all intents and purposes, because we're not really going to go into how do you trigger that stuff. But when you've triggered it, just make sure that when you do skip it, you come back, right? So I've had clicking recently. So you come back to it and you open it up and you actually replay it, right? The reason you want to play these games, especially for the characters you're actually using and your main characters who visited you in the Colossus, is because they're going to give you affinity points. I'm going to skip it again, but they're going to give you affinity points. So just play the game with them, and then it should give you affinity points that you missed by just skipping. Because if you just skip it, it just gives you a gift. When you play the actual story and say yes, this and this and this, and communicate with them and sort of have fun with them, some of them are really funny. Fuck, bloody Jomu. Is Jomu in here? No, it's Jomu. Where's bloody Jomu, bro? Is he in? No. Why am I clicking Lumopolis? Jomu is Umberton, right? Am I losing it? I just never checked. No, he's Red Diesel. Jeez, what am I saying? It's Jomu, bro. Jomu is hilarious, bro. Like, this man always got me cracking up. Yeah, so I'm gonna trigger more of Jomu's ones. It's just, dude got me cracking up all the time. So just do them. They're fun. Or just kind of press until you get the affinity for the characters you want. I mean, it's really up to you. I enjoy those stories and that kind of stuff, so that's just me. Anyway, so yeah, so we're looking at that. One of the other things is, guys, when it comes to team building, alright, so when it comes to team building, so your formations and things like that, don't overthink it. Especially early on. Don't overthink it too much, right? So you'll see I just have mock-up teams. I haven't changed these too much since since I started, right? So because you just don't overthink it, right? You go into your units, you basically click your strongest unit. So if your strongest unit is, say, Connolly, you'll go to Connolly just so you can get some damage, and then you choose your strongest attribute faction. Right, so thunder, fire, whatever is your strongest. Let's say, for instance, forest was my strongest, and these are the only units I had under forest, right? How I would do that is I would say, okay, I want Leicester, because I want to teleport, right? And then I'd say, okay, I need some sustain. I need some sustain in there. Let's just throw in Urea for some sustain. Cool. Now we got some sustain, right? And then we're like, okay, we have some AoE damage, but it's a 5-round cooldown. Ooh, that's massive. We have some what's this thing? Some healing and repositioning with silver. Cool. All right, great. Healing with Aurora, obviously. And we're like, okay, no, we need some more damage that's more consistent, something that you can just pump out like now, round 1, round 2, like now, early. You know what I mean? So we go back to our forest. We say, okay, who can we just pump out now? We look at it. We're like, okay, we got some Clover in there. Clover could be good. Lester could be good if you had Odie. But Lester by herself as well, she's pretty good. It's just, you gotta play the long game. You know, you have to sort of set up the bombs. I'll do spotlights on these characters soon enough. We currently don't have enough resources for everybody, so unfortunately. You look at that, you're like, okay, do you have any tile converters? That's the problem. Maybe in tile converters I might use Jola here because it's a tile resetter. It's kind of the best that I got, so I'll use him. And then the additional damage we spoke about, a little bit of damage. We said we got let's see. Honestly, I'd go Clover, man. I'd go Clover. I wouldn't put too many points on a Clover. Actually, I wouldn't do anything with Clover. Just leave her at level 1. Let her do that little bit of damage that she needs to do. This will be fine, right? You have some repositioning. You have some tile conversions here. You have some healing. You have some AoE damage with your main 6-star. This should be fine. This should be okay. Don't overthink this. Right, especially when you don't have too many units. There's no what best team are you building, right? You can only build the team you have, right? We'll talk about compositions and all of that stuff when you've actually got to a point where you've built up quite a few different units and they're good, and then you're trying to min-max like to the best units, right? If you're talking about re-rolling for the best units, then that's a totally different discussion. Link to my Discord at the bottom. I will respond to you, gents. I know some of you guys have joined in there, and thank you. Definitely appreciate that. I will be responding to you guys, and some of the guys in the community actually know what they're talking about, and they have some pretty good units. So go in there, just have a discussion, see what's happening with the team builds and everything like that. We will go in. I'm gonna go in, say what's up, and then we're also gonna talk about those teams. Alright, sorry about that. I got a phone call. Problem with mobile game recording, but hey, it is what it is. Switched off my service, so shouldn't be getting interrupted until I finish the video. Yeah, now I forgot what I was talking about. It's all good. Continuing on. Hopefully there was value in whatever I was saying before. Yeah. You let me know if I was cut off halfway. I'll probably know in the edits and post and whatever. I'm not gonna change it though. We're gonna move forward. The other thing, I got a question about Old Seal. See, here's the thing. I wasn't gonna make a video on Old Seal because it's just more fun if you kind of discover it by yourself. You know what I mean? But I got a question about Old Seal because somebody saw a video about Old Seals and then they were asked. So anyway, the way Old Seals works is that these guys are what are called silent assassins. All 4 of them. Let's go to them. So all of these guys are silent assassins. They're basically independent, and their origins are effectively unknown, but just know they're not Eclipsites, right? They are the enemies of Eclipsites. I don't want to spoil the story. Guys, listen, we're going to do a whole lot of story and all of that. You guys, like, you know, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know I'm into the story and lore type of stuff. The only reason I'm not releasing too many videos right now is I don't want to spoil it for you guys. Just play the game, enjoy it, gents. Like, enjoy it. Let's just discuss, let's have fun with it. Just enjoy it, gents. But anyway, these are silent assassins and not Eclipsites. They are the enemies of Eclipsites. Have been like that for centuries. We don't have too much information on them. Their origins are unknown. XYZ. There's nothing to say here. You get a free 6-star maxed out, so it's all good. The only thing is there's nothing to choose as well, because you get all of them. What's important is not who do you choose, who's the best. What's important is how far are you in Spire. That's what's important. you choose the one you are gonna finish the Aspire for first. So for me, if you look at my Aspire progress, because let's just check here before we leave, you'll see that the first one here says consume 3,000 prisms. That is just the stamina you need to put in and consume. Okay, cool. Log in for 10 days. Cool. You'll see I have one of 10 days. That's actually because I just did it. Well, not that I just did it now, it's because I switched in the middle. So I had another character done, and then I switched for science. You know, I switched for science to see if I was going to remove my progress. It did. But there was a time where I switched and it didn't remove my progress. So I don't know if like it's random whether it removes your progress. But probably don't attempt it. But for science I did, and it did remove my progress. So I'm back on 1 day. So yeah, I did it. You don't have to. But I did it once and then it didn't remove my progress. So I'm just saying, if you do it by mistake and it does remove your progress, you're good. Don't try it again, because probably, you know, there's probably some nuances to that I don't understand. Or maybe it was a glitch on my side, who knows. Anyway, right. You pick the one who you are closest to. Mainly because you have to log in for 10 days, bro. 10 days. You have to log in for 10 days. Trust me, just pick the one you're close to. Let's look at my Spire. Let's look at my Spire. I'll tell you why it's important. Let's look at my Spire. I'm on floor 19 on my Thunder Spire. Right. These things can get kind of difficult, is the thing. Now, I'm not necessarily capped or anything, and I can continue and I can get further if I wanted to. The problem is I can't auto it the whole way, so I have to kind of use my mind, and like there's some seasons out and like some Rick and Mortys that need to be watched, so I'm not fully focused on like, just like getting you know what I mean. I'll get to it. Let me finish some seasons. Right, I'm on floor 7 of the Frost. I haven't touched the Fire or the Emerald, bro. Like, first of all, the Forest, they can draw me here, bro, because I am not touching that. I don't have good units for that. Yeah, they'll do that, bro. I'll probably go Thunder, Water or Fire. Actually, I have really good fire units. It's just on the water side I have Connelly, who's maxed out, so it'll probably be easy to climb with her. But Water or Fire, if I decide to put some resources into Fire, I should be able to kind of go with it. It's all good. That's kind of like the way I'm gonna go about it. I'm getting my Thunder one, then I'm gonna get my Water or Fire one, and then I'm gonna get my Emerald one or Forest one. Done. That's it, guys. That's all there is to Old Seal. That's it. Nothing more. Really don't overthink it. Not who's the best, who's this, who's that. I'll put in some clips of their skills and what they do. They're all okay. You're gonna have all of them. Doesn't matter who you go for first. It's gonna take you. If you don't have the team to clear the Spire, you won't get those characters in the time that you think you're gonna get them anyway. So don't even consider that. Focus on the one that aligns with your main team, and then go from your secondary team, third, just like that. Those are sort of like the icing on the cake for building multiple teams. They're just your rewards for building multiple teams. Some rewards are better than others, but all in all, just get all of them, dude. You're gonna get all of them. Don't worry about it. It's gonna take you about 40 days or so. Yeah, about 2 months to get all of them. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal, bro. It's not a big deal. Yeah. So I think, man, listen. I'm gonna end the video right there. I'm gonna end the video right there. You know what? We've had enough. We've spoken about a lot. We've spoken, threw in some tips here and there. We did quite a lot. We looked at the account. We did what we needed to do. Yeah, you know what? It's all good. Alright guys, that's it from me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I know it was more of a discussion video than anything else. I'll obviously be splicing in a couple of gameplay footages and things like that, make it look nice, you know what I mean? But yeah, dude, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys are enjoying the game, man. I don't want to do too much early on, I don't want to do too much. I don't want to spoil the experience for a lot of people. I was actually sad that, like, One of the people who messaged me was just like, what is the old soul? And I was like, oh man, geez, man. You know how excited I was when I found out about the old seal. I just hope you're not spoiling, like people are not spoiling it for everybody, you know what I mean? Also guys, if you just want non-spoiler content, just be careful about just, you know, running into YouTube and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like, maybe enjoy the game first, you know. Like, I don't know, bro, you know what I mean? You know, I think everybody appreciates the views in terms of any content creator. They appreciate the views, but anybody who really enjoys, who's seen any show, so anybody who's seen like any show, who's seen any movie, any series, they just understand that when it comes to plots and all of that kind of stuff, spoilers are probably one of the worst parts of watching anything. I don't know if you guys watch anime, but if you watch anything and then there's a spoiler somewhere when you're scrolling on your feed on Twitter, man, I don't know about you guys, it really ticks me off. Sometimes I invite the spoiler in the sense that I'm just like, yeah, I don't care, I want to know. But sometimes, bro, like, I'm so invested in the story, I just kind of want to find it, man. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen Reincarnate, like, is it, jeez man, I keep Tensura, like the slime one. I keep forgetting the entire title. But like, there's some stuff in there, especially in the final season, towards the final episodes, man, like, bro, if that stuff had gotten spoiled for me, I was not gonna be happy, and that was just like some epic moments, bro. But anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the game. Hopefully it wasn't too spoily. For the ones who haven't seen this, I'll probably put a spoiler alert in there just before the thing starts, because I don't want to spoil it for you. But by the time you get to this point of the video, you already saw the spoiler alerts. I don't know I'm mentioning it, but I will mention it anyway. So yeah, anyway guys, that's it from me again, and you know what, enjoy yourselves, enjoy your day, your evening, your morning, whatever it may be. Peace out.